Okay, everybody. My name is Pistol PETE79. As some of you already know, um, the reason why I'm making this video, I officially want to introduce my channel. Um, I made a couple of videos about it, but I was speaking about other topics. Maybe some people may have not fully watched it. I was kind of a little bit of scattered. I am new to this, being a content creator. So I just want to organize my thoughts a little better and explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So what I'm doing, basically, I want to be able to speak out to all sports fans, and put my thoughts, and then start a conversation. That's pretty much it. I love sports. I grew up. I was very competitive as a child. Going into my adolescence, into teenagehood, circumstances at hand, I wasn't able to advance, whether it was skill set, whether it was health, or other reasons. Everybody has a reason why. But I am very competitive in nature, so that goes into my fanhood. Being that I was born and raised in New York, my favorite teams are the New York Knicks. My favorite sport is basketball. My next favorite sport would be football, would be the New York Giants. And the next favorite sport would be baseball, and that would be the New York Mets. Growing up, I played baseball starting. Next thing I decided to pursue was basketball. That took me a little longer to learn and become acclimated with, and actually played that sport more often than the others. And football, I played that one the least due to health reasons. I wasn't allowed to have full contact sports, so I had to step away and become a fan. And I've traveled the country since I was 22 years of age. I now reside in Nevada, and I was watching since the pandemic had occurred. I started watching other content creators, being bored, because we're on quarantine, right? So I really had a lot of time on my hands. And I was watching and listening to different content creators. And obviously, I'm following New York sports, and I felt they inspired me to start something on my own, have some fun. It's social network, right? So I want to reach out to the rest of the world and start a community where we can discuss sports. Not only that, there's a lot, especially because the New York sports is always in the limelight. And this season, the Knicks is playing the basketball. So I don't do a script. Sometimes you hear me, you know, either stutter or not sure of myself or what I want to say because my thoughts just come out as I speak. And I want to make sure that I'm clear with what I'm saying. As I grow this channel, I'll become more acclimated to doing this. Therefore, I'll become more fluid with whatever content I'm creating. Obviously, I need to bring some water. I set up a desk. I have computers and stuff, but I allow my children to use that for the being of their own homeschooling, the virtual learning still. They haven't quite fully opened up here in Nevada. So I don't want to intrude on their space. They need their time for school. So I put up my mobile and I put myself out there. I don't do play-by-play. Maybe I'll start. We'll see. But this channel only grows as much as you guys will allow it to grow. Meaning the comments that you may leave either on the YouTube channel itself or on my primary social media page, would be Facebook or Twitter. I just recently signed on to Twitter in December. I've never been a big social media advocate. I was never big on social media. I was very private and stayed to myself. So this is all brand new to me. I'm a kind of camera shy, so that's why I like to be perfect in everything I say and do. People that know me personally know I like to talk a lot. So they're like, hey, why don't you speak your subjects and start your channel? So I started doing that recently. With that being said, the All-Star break with the NBA. Yesterday was the All-Star, NBA All-Star festivities, and I was not impressed. Not at all. I haven't been impressed by the All-Star game in a long time. It just seems like it's for fan service, but then the players obviously protecting themselves and for other reasons. They're not really. They just go out there and just. It's like the Pro Bowl. It's like pointless, right? It's fun, I guess, if you're into it. But then also when it comes to the skills challenge and the slam dunk contest that they started, they changed the rules and all that, so I was kind of new. First time I'm watching it in a long time. The reason why is because Julius Randle was selected to be an All-Star. Knicks haven't had an All-Star in ages. Don't even know when the last time we had an All-Star. I think it was Carmelo Anthony. And Obi Toppin tried to do a slam dunk contest. Now, the history of the slam dunk contest, generally, the smaller player tends to win it. The reason being is the hop, so that they're able to jump high. But if you look at that particular contest, I felt Obi, the Brooklyn native, was snubbed in the win because overall throughout the competition, he had better dunks than anybody out there. Let's just put it there. Was he a little careful on the last one, attempting to jump from the free throw line and put it between his legs and dunk, and was seen before? Yeah, but still, that was a lot higher difficulty than a guy being able just to jump up and do, I guess, a kiss the rim, but he missed it by like 6 inches, and then got scared when he went to go dunk it. Really? So what? You actually, if you would actually touch the rim with his lips, and maybe even if he hurt himself because he was nervous, so what? It's a busted lip, dude. You really gonna cry with a busted lip? Come on, man. But I don't know. I just wasn't impressed. I was just like, it was poker night. We were playing poker. I was looking over a couple of content creators who went live. Bad Dog was talking with Fisk Vegas, just about ranting about different sports and life and stuff like that. And then The Entertainer, which is another guy I follow, those guys are really talented. So if you really want to look for skill when it comes to a GM type or operations, when it comes to the business aspect of the sport, those two are the ones to go with. Facts. When it comes to fandom and just being able to, express yourself, maybe one day when when my skills grow, I'll be at that level. I'm a front runner for all my teams, so I focus primarily on them. I'm not into the business aspect of it. I'm not trying to get to that level. I just want to reach out, start a community. Another thing I like to talk about is haters. When it comes to hating, there's a lot of hate. You saw it yesterday in the NBA All-Star break. Kenny Smith was talking junk about, he was just mad still. I don't know what his issue is, but it's all down. The rivalry from back in the 90s was no good, but he just always had something negative to say, which is fine. Because that's why Pistol P started his channel. With the 2 guns up, I blow my for all your haters, and I'll fire back at you. I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if you're just a fan. I have something to say to anybody like that. And it's just all good and fine. I'm not trying to insult anyone. I just want to have fun, laugh, joke, a good time. Anybody that knows me, I'm very, not silly, but very animated, and I like to joke around. So, let's get it, Let's grow this channel. Let's enjoy. Let's have some fun. I want to bring a little different angle to everyone else. I'm trying not to be like every YouTube content creator, but they say that's the formula to get more followers, to say subscribe, hit the bell, comment, like. It's just like you have to remind everyone every single day to do that. I don't want to be that same thing. I don't want to just constantly start off the same way, end the same way. I do eventually want to get green screen or graphics to put in the background, have a little music to start, depending on what team I am going for. I'll have that type of music. I'll do that eventually. Right now, I just want to talk sports. So just a quick reminder. Looks like the Lions might not actually sign Kenny Golladay. Wide receiver 1. The Giants are in desperate need of that. We need a wide receiver 1. So depending on what we do in free agency is what's going to happen for the draft. Me personally, I don't want to go after any wide receiver 1s in free agency. I don't want to buy talent. I want to go through the draft because that's what works. But our salary cap situation is very, 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 very tight. But Mr. Bad Dog came up with a really, really good concept, and it's like a chess match, right? So my after my analysis and we spoke back and forth and listening to what they're saying, what I think should happen is that the next season, the Giants should cut their guard Zeitler, right? Possibly, so if they sign a wide receiver one, that's awesome. All right, well, let's look at the best move. I may not agree 100%, but let's look at different angles. So they cut Kevin Zeitler, still save money. They cut a couple other players, reduce it down, because the primary thing is to get Tomlinson and Leonard Williams both to sign on. Me, for the right price, I want Leonard Williams. But Tomlinson and Leonard Williams are a really good tandem because Tomlinson is more of a run stopper, right? So I want those both guys signed. So let's save some cap space. If they can figure it out, do that. So I would be, like I said, cut Zeitler, possibly sign a free agent wide receiver one if they go that route, right? Then retain both players, both tackles for Leonard Williams and Dalvin Tomlinson. And then draft, first round, a guard to protect Daniel Jones, the best available offensive lineman. To me, that would be the most ideal move for this team going forward. Everyone might not agree with it. They're like, oh, you got to draft a skills position. That's fine. If we're going to draft a skills position, right, then maybe we should go after a guard to replace Zeitler. There's a couple of veteran guards that might take his place. There was a couple of guys mentioned, Noy, whatever, to bring them over on veterans minimum. This is a real tight season, free agency. So really, everything is speculation. Everybody wants certain things. But my guy, Kyle Pitts, I want him so bad. Oh, I want him so bad. Or Micah Parsons is pretty decent. He's got a lot, lightning, fast. All right, so I'm about 12 minutes in. I don't want to keep talking because it'll bore people out and they're going to want to leave. Another thing that I was taught was keep it short, within 10 minutes. That seems ideal. I do want to go live so we can actually have these conversations. So, like I said a couple videos ago, next week I plan on going live. First, I'll do Facebook Live, and then possibly if I can bring some people over and set up an appointment, and we can have a little discussion on YouTube Live, YouTube channel, the one you're watching now. And so we can have a convo. We'll just talk. I don't take donations yet, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Just come on and let's talk sports. Let's talk Giants. Let's talk Knicks. Let's talk Mets. Let's talk your favorite team. It's the Cowboys, Eagles, Redskins, Dolphins. If your favorite team is Milwaukee, let's get it done. Let's have some fun. You guys are the reason why content creators become what they are, is because your participation. I'll work on my availability. I received a couple of issues where they're trying to find my name. So if you see my name, Pistol PETE79, it's Pistol space Pete and no space 79, and then that's how you'll find me when I upload to Facebook. And if you just want to look for me on YouTube, that's what it is. In order to comment, you got to sign in. That's just how it is. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. All right, it's Pistol Pete. I'm out, and welcome to my channel. Have a good day, guys. Put two guns up for all your haters. Peace.